Okay, sorry to bring you in at such a late date. I am seasoning my pan. I got one of these carbon steel pans from Sweden. I'll flash the brand on the screen here, but basically what I've done is cleaned off the coating that comes from the factory to keep it from rusting. Cleaned that off and then dried it and put it on some heat bare and make sure that it was hot and dry. And then I coated it with some grapeseed oil, and inside and outside. I initially was going to do this in my oven to get a more even temper seasoning, but I had trouble getting the wood handle out. It comes with a wood handle in it that has a screw that holds it in, and I tried my best to get that wood handle out, but it wouldn't come out. So this thing folds up, which makes it a little easier to backpack. So what I did is I put a coat of grapeseed oil in there, and this is where it's at right now. I'm going to try and heat it up to, I think it's 425 is the flash point of grapeseed oil. So I've got my digital thermometer, my laser thermometer here, and we'll see if I can get it close to about 450 to do this seasoning. Got the flame on kind of semi-low. Most of the places say do it really hot, but I don't want to get too much black on the bottom of the pan, so we'll see how this does. Right now I'm at 218, 250, so I got a ways to go. You can see it's starting to season pretty nice. Try and rotate it so I get some even heat all the way around. And I plan on doing probably more than one coat. Where are we at now? 260, 297, 300. Plan on doing more than one coat of this stuff to get the seasoning done. And they say just to do this until you see it stop smoking, and once it stops smoking, it's done. I'm going to turn this up a little bit. I don't see it smoking anymore, so let me flip it over real quick and heat it up on the inside. Then I'll take it off the heat, let it cool, and I'll apply one or two more coats of this grapeseed oil, and I'll come back to you as soon as I get to that point. Okay, this is actually this will be coat number 3 of the grapeseed oil. I did coat 2, and it's come out really beautiful. It's almost got a rainbow kind of a sheen to it, and it's real even. Before there were some dark spots and some light spots, and I think it's finally starting to season. Oops, pretty good. There's the bottom. A little rust on the bottom, and that's from these rusty grates, but that'll come right off. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put in another coat of the grapeseed oil, and they say to rub this in, let it sit for a while, and then come back and remove the excess before you heat it up. I guess if you don't remove the excess, the oil will pool up and give you some discoloration. So I'm doing the hinges and the metal part of the handle, doing a nice liberal coat on everything, even the back side. Try to get it before it drips out of the inside. Alright, I'm going to let this sit for a while and have a little bit of lunch, and then I'll come back and we'll heat this up. I'm going to set this up here out of the off the rust. Okay, here we go, getting ready for coat number 3. I'm going to wipe out the excess in the pan. I let it soak in for 15 or 20 minutes while I had some lunch. And now I'm just taking off the excess, and we'll cook her one more time. Hopefully we'll call it good. I don't know if you're supposed to store these things with a coat on them, probably, so they don't rust. But I think once you get these things seasoned and coated, they don't rust. So here we go. Let's see here. I'll wire brush these grates too to try and get some of this rust off of them. I don't want it transferring to the bottom of the pan. So we'll see here if this helps any. And there we go. Now we're cooking with gas. And 200, 250. $290, 300, $350, starting to smoke. $360, $370. All right, we're at $425 over there on the right. $450. It's about where we want to be. Looks like it's running a little hotter on the right side, so I'm going to rotate her a little bit. $460, it's about what we want. $480, I'm going to turn her down a little bit. Try and keep it around the, boy howdy, we're at 500. We'll see if she cools down some. Still smoking, a lot less. We're at 500 degrees. Still a little bit of smoke rolling off of it. 130. She quit smoking. Get some heat around this handle. Got a little bit of excess there on the handle. See if I can get that off. I'm going to heat it up until this discoloration goes away. It kind of turns white in some spots before it does the final sheen. So as you can see now, it looks like it's kind of starting to turn white around the edges, or a lighter, real light color. And then it'll transition, or before it transitioned from this into just an even color all the way across. I was a little freaked out by the white color, thinking I might have been cooking the seasoning out of the pan, but afterwards it came out beautiful. So bump it up a little bit and see how that does. There you can see the white starting to come in. And hopefully that will disappear. Stuff in the center. just about disappeared there in the center. Looking pretty good right now. I will say there is one drawback to this pan, and that's this wood handle. I was unable to get this wood handle out, and I was trying to hammer on it to try and get it out, and ended up bending the hinges a little bit. And one of the reasons that I bought this in this configuration is so that I can transport it without a handle at all. And when I get to a spot in the forest or the woods, I'm always able to find a stick that I can pound in there for a handle. So maybe once this thing gets used and older, this handle will eventually come out, and then I'll be able to, you know, at least pack it in a different location than attached to the pan, to make it smaller to pack. So I think I got one little dark spot there, but it's not wanting to go away. So I think I will shut this thing down and let it cool down a bit, and then put another coat of the oil on it and see how it looks. So let's see if I can turn this off. Go ahead and let that sit for a while, cool off. It's still at this may be out of the range of this. Okay, it's been about an hour or so. So I'm going to spread this around a little more and remove the excess. And get some of this and wipe the bottom. Then I'm going to heat it up. I'm not going to heat it up as hot as I did before. Just going to warm it up enough to just absorb some of this grapeseed oil into the metal, and then I'll let it sit. The back's pretty. Alright, a little bit on the handle. That wood soak up a little bit of oil. Okay. Keep this flame really low this time, and just kind of soak this oil in. All right. And that'll be it. I'm going to come out here after that cools off a little bit and give it a dry rub, and then should be good to start cooking with. Thanks for watching.